the Quraysh used to fast in Jahiliyyah. Now, there are certain actions or certain ibadat and worships which remain from the time of Ibrahim ﷺ. Many of it was spoiled with paganism, like the tawaf. The tawaf was actually an ibadah, but obviously the idols came in, and the things they used to do spoiled it. But there were certain resemblances of the Ibrahimi religion. So it seems like Hajj. You will find some ahadith or some narrations from people saying, yeah, I saw Muhammad in Arafah or in Muzdalifah before he became a prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Meaning he used to do Hajj as well, because Hajj was the Abrahamic ritual. So it seems that Ashura was also something from the Abrahamic faith. As Ibrahim from his time, because that's the only way the Meccans would have, and the Quraysh would have done that. You following? So the Prophet also, he kept this fast. So from this we learn that the Prophet used to fast Ashura from before what? Islam. Okay? And also we learn that fasting was something that they used to do, not too common, but they had it in Arabia and the Meccans. Then after the Prophet ﷺ, he got Islam, he got Wahi, Islam started. There's no mention of Ashura after that until Hijrah. When it came to Hijrah, Hazrat Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he narrates that when the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina Munawwara, he saw the Jews fasting a day. And this was Ashura. Now, when he came to Medina Munawwara, he saw them fasting have two meanings. When he came in Rabi'ul Awwal, didn't he? The Prophet arrived from Mecca to Medina in Rabi'ul Awwal. So he didn't see them fasting in Rabi'ul Awwal, but after he arrived and the next Muharram, he saw them fasting. Okay? That's one meaning of it. Because obviously when he came, Rabi'ul Awwal wasn't Muharram, was it? So then how could he see them fast? It doesn't mean immediately after his arrival. It means what? That after his arrival, then he came to know that the Jews also fast, and he was fasting from before. Okay? And he said, why are they fasting? So they said, this is a day, a great day. This is the day, what we call the Passover. The day when, in English called the Passover, the day when Musa and the Banu Israel was saved from Fir'aun. The whole story is in the Quran. إِذْ نَجَّيْنَاكُمْ مِنْ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ يَسُومُونَكُمْ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ. Okay? So Musa fasted on this day out of thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet said, well, we fast. So he didn't say here, but he says, well, we are closer to Musa than you are, so let's fast this day as well. So the Prophet wasn't saying here that he initiated a fast because of the Jews. He was fasting from before, from Mecca. And he thought, well, Ibrahim ﷺ, in his religion is a fast. Even here he fasted as well. So he maintained this fast. And this fast became a wajib fast. As Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha says again, فَلَمَّا هَاجَرَ الْمَدِينَ صَامَهُ وَأَمَرَ بِصِيَامِهِ. He fasted and he told people to fast. So the fast of Ashura was for us for 1 year. You understand? So it started in Mecca as Nafil, and then it came to Medina, it became Faraz. Until we went the second year of Hijrah. What did Allah reveal? يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Then the second year of Hijri, what happened now? Ramadan became Faraz. So when Ramadan became Faraz, it's the same hadith 3 times, but different aspects. Now, after it became Faraz, فَلَمَّا فُرِضَ شَهْرَ رَمَضَانَ, the Prophet ﷺ said, مَنْ شَاءَ صَامَهُ. Whoever wishes, he can fast Muharram. Muharram is now, Ashura is now what? A mustahab voluntary act. مَنْ شَاءَ صَامَهُ وَمَنْ شَاءَ تَرَكَهُ. Do you understand what's happening so far? Okay, so the Prophet ﷺ was fasting in Mecca. He became Faraz in Medina for a short time. Then it became Nafil again. Okay, and this matched a practice of the Jews. Okay? Now, let's sidetrack a bit. When the Prophet ﷺ first came to Medina Munawwara, he was of this hope that we're both Ahl Kitab. The pagans in Mecca, they worship idols. We don't worship idols. We have a similar ta'ala ila kalimatin sawa'in baynana wa baynakum. We have common grounds. We worship a God, a divine being. So he used to like matching them and doing things according to their style, because he was thought it has some kind of religious background from Ibrahim and Musa, etc., etc., unless Allah commanded him otherwise. Okay? As time developed, scenarios changed, situation changed, the Prophet ﷺ said, Khaliful Yahud, Khaliful Ahlul Kitab, Khaliful Yahud wal Nasara. In many ahadith, he said, do things different to them. We need to establish as the situation changed in Medina Munawwara, we need to establish our identity in certain things. Okay? You following? You follow those 2 points? So he said what? Yeah. Now, 1 year before he passed away is a hadith. Hazrat Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala said, when the Prophet ﷺ fasted in Ashura, and he commanded them to fast. So command doesn't mean here forced fast. What does it mean? Encouragement, because we said before that from the second year of Hijrah, what had it become? Nafil. Once Ramadan came in, it became Nafil. So when he commanded them, it wasn't like he was commanding them anew, that they never knew about it before, or they weren't fasting before. They were fasting it all along. But he just, not like for example, when the Hijrah comes, we say, we're not giving it's a new rule, we're just saying, or reminding you of an old mustahab, that try and fast. So it's already there from before, but he's now renewing them, reminding them. So here, if you look at it on his own, it seems as if the Prophet ﷺ only fasted when, the first time he commanded was when? In this year before he passed away. That's not what happened, according to my understanding. What happened was, they were fasting from all along mustahab, but 1 year before his demise, he again reminded them, look, it's fasting Ashura, as we were doing before, it's mustahab. But somebody raised a question. He said, Ya Rasulullah, you saying what? Khaliful Yahud. Aren't you? Before you were going along with them a lot of things, but they also, so we're fasting mustahab, but you said Khaliful Yahud, do things different to the Yahud. And this is a day that Yahud and Nasara also, so isn't this kind of, what should we do now? So the Prophet said, okay, yeah, you got a point. So what we'll do now, we'll keep this mustahab fast that we'll be keeping all along, to keep it different from what they are doing. What will we do? What we'll do? إِذَا كَانَ عَامُ الْمُقْبِلِ When it's the next year, inshallah, سُمْنَا الْيَوْمَ التَّاسِعِ We're going to fast what? The 9th as well. But however, فَلَمْ يَأْتِ الْعَامُ الْمُقْبِلِ حَتَّى تُوفِيَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم. However, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم passed away. You understand? Okay? That's the history of it. Now, if you look at this hadith on its own, it can cause a bit of a problem. Because how the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he came to Medina for 10 years, he never knew about this. He knew about it. That's why when he first came to Medina, Hazrat Aisha said that the people, he found them fasting and they were reverting his month. And he said, why? So he knew about it. But in this last hadith, he's just saying that he reminded them to fast. And somebody might have raised a question that, look, the Jews and Christians revert, I don't know about the Christians part, but the Jews, they revert this month. And you are saying this and we should go away from them. So the Prophet said, oh yeah, okay, let's do it a bit different. Inshallah, next year what will we do? We'll fast the 9th. Okay? Now, do you have to fast the 9th or not? So it says mustahab that if you fast on the 10th, you should also fast the 9th. So why it's slightly different. And some say no, because the reason that the Jews, they don't, in our society, so you don't have to. So if you can, best to fast both. If not, if you fast one, that's fine as well, according to some scholars. Okay? And along with that, all of Muharram has its virtue. So fast as much as you can in Muharram.
So is it 9, 10 or 10, 11?
9 and 10 is better. Okay? Acha. You following? Acha. Another question people raise on this, some mustashrikin Orientalists and those people who have issues with Islam, they say, well, this is, you know what you said here, when the Prophet came to Medina Munawwara, they were fasting on, so it doesn't match up the dates. The Muharram that we have doesn't match up with what they have in their history. So, well, their calendar is different. They have a lunar calendar, but it's not totally lunar. They're adding days. That's why the Jewish calendar, it has slight differences, but it will always stay in a particular season. And Islam, Ramadan was when I came here 15 years ago, it was what? We had a very short fast in December. And now it's in summer. So it's changed. Ramadan has changed seasons. They don't allow, so even though they have a lunar calendar, what happens every couple of years, they add in a few days or they add in another month, they do something to adjust it. So their calendar is not the same. That's why they have discrepancies between what they will call the Passover day, what we will call the Ashura. Do you understand? Do you understand the history of the Ashura? This is very important because I had a lot of these things, if you don't look at it, if you don't get it in the chronological order and don't put it together, it can seem a bit confusing and contradictory. But have you understood what I've just explained? Yeah? Any questions?
Just something to do with the Jewish people.
Yeah.
You said that they followed Musa alayhi salam, and we followed Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. That's how.
Yeah, and it seems that they both link up in this 10th of Muharram.
They do, but don't the Jews also accept Ibrahim alayhi salam?
Yeah.
So they would have done it anyway.
But maybe we don't know why they were fasting. We don't know why they were fasting. Maybe both things happened. So the Jews were doing it as part of their previous religion, and then Allah saved Musa, and then it's double the reason to fast. Do you understand? Like for example, if you fast, for example, you're fasting Thursday every other day, and you fast 13 and 15. So well, I'm doing it's a Ayam Beez as well. Or your every other day fast falls on what? Monday and Thursday, or one Monday. So well, I'm fasting on Monday. Plus every other day. So two reasons have gathered together.
Do they still fast till this day?
On the Passover, I think the Jews fast. I think some people said that the eldest, I'm not sure, I'm not expert on Judaism, but I've read somewhere that the eldest son fasts Because remember some of the Banu Israel's children were being killed, the boys were being killed, so the son fast, the boys fast. I'm not sure, but they do fast at Passover. But that's different to Yom Kippur, and Passover is different. Yom Kippur is different to the Passover. Okay? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.